In this video, I'd like to talk a little bit about IBM Model M cables and connectors and what you can expect. Maybe you picked up a Model M keyboard, but you don't have the cable or didn't come with one, or you just want to know what kind of cabling it requires and how to connect it to your computer. Well, this is the typical cable that would either come with or that you can buy for your Model M. It's a coiled keyboard cable, and it's called a Sdl cable. Now, I don't even know what Sdl stands for. Maybe someone else can chime in, who knows. But this is the standard connector that's used on all IBM Model M keyboards that you might find on auction sites or thrift shops and whatever. This particular cable that I'm holding in my hand was not actually made, it's not original. It's a third-party cable, but it's a compatible cable. So they will roughly look like this and be coiled, and usually they're called PS2, Sdl cables, because it's got a PS2 connector on one end, which is what you see here, and the Sdl connector on the other end, which you see here on the left. The Sdl connector is the connector that plugs into the back of the Model M keyboard, as you can see right here. It almost looks like a thick kind of Ethernet plug or something like that, or Ethernet connector. And it would just plug in like that. So you just line this up, and it's got a thick side and it's got a thick part and a thin part. You just kind of line it up, and it just pops right in there, kind of with a click. And it won't come out. If you try to pull it out, you have to use these tabs to pull it out. So that's on the keyboard side. So Model M keyboards that have a removable keyboard will have this connector on one end. So then the question becomes, how do you connect it into your modern day computer? Well, if you have a computer that has PS2, this will just plug right into it, because this is a PS2 slot. So if your motherboard accepts PS2, Windows PC, you're all set. You don't need an adapter or anything. However, if you have USB, I recommend this adapter. I'll try to post a link to this if I can find one. But this particular adapter, I don't know who it's made by. It's a USB to PS2 adapter. And this one is nice. It's been proven that this blue sort of cube type adapter works the best for keyboards, because keyboards kind of draw more power than other USB devices. So the way that this works is the PS2 will plug into this, just like that, and then this will plug into your USB, whether it be directly into your computer, could be a Mac or a Windows machine or Linux, can also plug into a USB hub that way. Other manufacturers have made a cable like this, which is the same kind of cable, but it's a flat cable and it's black. So hopefully you can see that. It's got a PS2 connector on one side and the Sdl on the other side. So you can search for these on places like eBay and such. If you want a flat cable like this, it's certainly available to you. Or if you want the sort of original type cable, it's also available to you as well. Now, the original IBM cables came in a couple of different lengths. Some were shorter and some were longer. I think they made 2 lengths or maybe 3 lengths. And they all are generally coiled. So it's just up to you which kind of cable you prefer. Oftentimes, if you buy a Model M keyboard, though, they will include a cable for you. So then you would only need to worry about getting an adapter if you want to plug it in via USB. Hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in my next video.